Newly released police body cam videos is now giving us our first official look at Sunday's deadly Dart officer-involved shooting. It happened at Victory Station.
Officer shot and killed a 17-year-old after they say he pointed the gun at them and flashed it around at the Dart station before police even arrived. Fox 4's Casey Stiegel live in studio tonight with what the video shows. Casey.
Steve, Heather, good evening. No officers or bystanders were hurt during all of this, but as you are about to see, it does not take long before things turn deadly.
Mother's Day Sunday, it was around 5 p.m. at the downtown Dallas Victory Park Dart station when the first hint of trouble came over dispatch.
Stated near the porta potty by the status of male subject with a blue puffer jacket with white pants, possibly a girl next to him, and something that looks like a gun.
There it is on Dart's own surveillance video. You can see a person on the platform showing what appears to be a long gun. And there he is in a different spot, putting something in a backpack. Minutes later, once Dart police got on scene, the suspect runs away. You can see officers pursuing him. Authorities say he repeatedly ignored their commands to stop. What you can't see is when officers say the subject turned around and pointed a gun at them. So they shot. As officers begin to move in.
Okay. You know, people ask me, Chris, you just don't like police officers. I have a healthy respect for police officers. I have a healthy disdain for police officers. I've had many run-ins with police officers in my life, and some have been good and some have been bad. So once I do these reportings on these police shootings and everything like that, I plan to be extremely fair, you know, extremely biased as possible. But of course, I do have an honest disdain for police officers. They're pretty far away from that dude. Pretty far away from that dude as far as the camera footage we just watched. Let's check it out one more time, because they seem pretty far from the home.
And at them. So they shot.
A lot of shots.
As officers begin to move in,
He's down in the grave. He's still got the gun in hand. Drop the weapon.
then another shot.
Really?
Drop the gun.
Whoa.
Show me your hands.
Multiple police officers responded to the call, all
All right, I'm sorry. Where's the body cam footage of the man who just shot him that was closer to him, that was saying that he still had the gun in his hand? The last shot for the police officer that shot the man, stating that he had a gun while he was already shot on the ground. Where's his body cam footage? Well, I would like to see that body cam. Police officers got to have body cam footage, all right?
with their body cams rolling.
Watch it.
So Wednesday's release of information gives us several different vantage points.
That's another thing. You know, we watch a lot of these videos when we're doing these reviews, and is it just me, or do we see a lot of situations where, you know, their arms or their equipment is covering the body cam? Do we see a lot of that? Is that, you know, do anybody think that's purposeful, to, you know, to not have the body cam get a shot of everything? Just asking. Could be wrong.
Points.
Cover.
How far is it?
Got it.
As they
Reload.
converged on a culvert next to the train tracks,
Cuz,
where the
reload.
suspect came to arrest after being shot.
Just checking. I got you. He pulled that guy. I don't know if you got stopped before I fired first.
They rendered medical aid to the suspect, but 17-year-old Christian Noel Berkeley later died at the hospital. Dart police did locate what they identified as a long gun near the suspect. We're still working to learn how the teen got a hold of the weapon.
All right, so at Dart's request, the Dallas Police Department is conducting an independent investigation.
Yeah, okay. Couple things here. You know, first off, if you're just going to continue to go off of what we were talking about yesterday, whereas there's way too many opportunities for 17-year-olds and criminals and people who just shouldn't have guns to gain access to them. Now, we have no idea how this 17-year-old got this long gun. We have no idea why he was walking around with it. And that in itself is a problem that has to be dealt with in a lot of ways. We have to teach our young black men that if you have any type of gun on you for any type of reason, then you're apt to be shot by not only other people who have guns, or specifically in Dallas, other people that have guns, or the police. Now, mind you, I think in Dallas is an open carry state, I think, but not, not no long rifle like that. I don't think you can carry a gun like that and be cool. Yeah. So, we first off, we got to start in the home. We got to start to make sure that our young children, our teenagers, our 17-year-olds understand that, it's bad to have a gun in any way, shape, or form. Honestly, if you're a 17-year-old and you're doing the correct things, you should never really need a gun. So that is the first thing. Second thing is that this video feels like some bullshit. Okay, and for a couple reasons. I mean, why are we looking at the body cam from the officer that is the farthest away? Because as we can see in the video for the body cam, we can see there's other officers closer to the subject than the officer that we see. But what we do see is that the officer that is extremely far away from the subject is the one who started busting. Just emptied his clip out on his cat. And they're stating to us that the reason that he did that was because the guy pointed the long gun at him. I don't know if he shot the long gun. Obviously, he did not. Nobody ever said anything about him shooting the gun. But they're just saying that he pointed at them. I've seen countless videos of white people, YT people, whatever, pointing guns, having guns in their hands, and they get tased, they get tackled, all kinds of things. There's other ways. Just hear me out. There's just gotta be other ways to, stop a person. Specifically, if technically, only crime that they're committing is that they're in the possession of a gun. Now, we don't know if they had a right to be in possession of it or not. You had no idea how old this man was before y'all shot him. You had no idea his stance on anything, his ability to do anything. You have no idea. But he's dead now. We have a 17-year-old young black man that is dead because he had a rifle with him and running from the police. So, I don't want to sit here and just beat down on the police, but it's because I can't. The simple fact that they don't have the body cam footage of the officer that was closer to the situation. We don't have the body cam from the officer when he took that last shot on the man because he was on the ground shot and still holding the gun. We have no idea if the gun was being pointed at him because what reason? Honestly, if the man is shot on the ground, unless he is on the ground pointing the gun at you, you have absolutely unequivocally no reason to shoot him one more time. He's already been shot. He's already down. He's already hurt. 17-year-old, he's got to be hurt. You don't know he's 17-year-old, which I will give you that. Could have been a grown man, grown adult. You don't know. But we got this 17-year-old teenager on the ground, already shot by police officers that empty rounds on him. And the explanation for the last deadly shot, I'm just going to say deadly shot, because let's think about it. If he was on the ground and he had the ability to point the gun at you, then still alive decently enough to, hopefully be brought back. Then you took that last shot, and I'm pretty sure that ended it all for the man. So, I mean, it's just horrible. I mean, I continue to do this because I understand that police shootings are a fairly decent amount of young black men deaths. If we can do the statistics on police shootings when it comes to white people and other races, but, my knowledge of the fact that a lot of black people get shot by police officers is true, and it's factual, and we know that to be true. We see it. We see so many black people. I did a story about a black dude getting shot in a jail cell yesterday. In a jail cell. Just fighting with cops, and they shot him. He didn't die, which is a great thing, but he got shot while he was in jail, bro. In jail. Can't have a gun in jail. He was wrestling with the cop. They're saying they trying to tell us that he had a a chokehold on the police officer, and that was a good enough reason for the police officer to shoot him. But there was another police officer there. If he had a chokehold on that police officer, then the other police officer to put a chokehold on his ass, and I bet his ass would have let go. It's just stupid, man. And we continue to see black people getting shot. I mean, I don't know. You know, my whole plan on this show is really to just bring attention to some of the things that are happening when it comes to people getting shot, killed, and the unnecessariness of it. And not only about the police officers, I honestly talk a lot more about the people who are killed when there's a police chase, you know, the innocent civilians that are killed when police are chasing criminals. It's just for me, it's all about the trying to quell the amount of deaths, no matter whether it be from gun of a police officer or the car of a police officer. Okay, so that's what we're gonna base it on. That's what we're gonna continue to do. So, in this situation, prayers out to the family of a 70-year-old. He, you know, shouldn't have had a gun. You know, family should have probably raised him right. I don't know. Could have had a 2-household family and just decided he's still gonna act a fool. But he was acting a fool. He shouldn't be out in the streets with no gun or like that, no 17-year-old age. So, you know, being running from the cops, you know, you can honestly open it up to the point and state that to some degree he brought it on himself, but I will still continue to say that got to be better ways to stop these people without shooting them, specifically if they are not committing a violent crime at time. See, the idea that this man just pointed this gun at them and then they emptied the clip on him. It just seems crazy. All right, guys, I'm gonna let you all go and get up out of here. I am Chris Surratt. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Car Concierge Show. Our topics that we do, current event topics. Please, if you have any questions, hit me DMs, hit me with a like, share, subscribe, and I'm out. Peace.